Hey, Pickleball Nation. Stephanie Lane here from Nashville, Tennessee. And got my buddy Jack Olmstead on the line with me.
And I'm here from Port Townsend, Washington, and we're going to go through Game 2 of the second annual MoKan Pickleball Tournament produced by Dink Pickleball Tournaments and Events.
Awesome. What a great event it was, Jack. I was so impressed with how smoothly it was run. I mean, literally, I didn't even have time to eat a granola bar in between matches at times. And that's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining at all.
How did you keep your strength up?
Well, I guess adrenaline.
Really? Do you still get pumped up and excited about this kind of stuff?
Yes. When you don't have to wait an hour and a half between matches, it is just so helpful the older you get, so you don't get all stiff and cooled off and out of your zone and out of your momentum there. So yeah, I really enjoyed that tournament. I'll be back.
So what's your trick to fall asleep the night before?
Take melatonin.
Melatonin.
Melatonin helps me go to sleep and fall and stay asleep, but that's just a little minimum thing. But I take that every night. So yeah, it's exciting, especially when you're playing with a new partner like Johan, who is really just starting to get the pickleball bug, who's got such great talent. And I do have trouble falling asleep the night before mixed doubles for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here I've got it up on the screen. Do you see it?
I do.
Here, let me get this. Okay, we've got it all queued up. This is Game 2, and Jack and Katie over on the other side, they won Game 1 with those 4 net balls, right?
Yeah, at least 3 in a row right there. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 happened earlier or something, but yeah, so I believe it must have been like what then, 11-8 or so, something like that maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yep. Here's Jack. Well, here, let's get back to a serve here. Here he goes. Okay, this is it, Game 2. And first point you hit out. We're gonna be tracking the unforced errors here, aren't we?
Yes, let's track those.
So that's going to be an unforced error on your part.
So the mistake I made was I'm trying to keep him deep. And so I hit it too deep because you don't want to give a player like Jack short lollipop return. If it's going to be, it's got to have some depth to it.
Well, to give him credit, he hit a ball that was at your shoelaces, I think.
Let's watch that one more time, Jack.
I'm having a bit of a problem controlling this. Okay, here we go.
So see, it was nice and deep.
It was nice and deep, and you can see you kind of short hopped it too. It came back so quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So he did a nice job of hitting a nice, hard, and deep serve. So that was great.
Ooh. Ooh. Can you? Is that going to have to be an unforced error on Jack's part? I mean, for him to run over into Katie's court, and it looks like he just totally mistimed the ball.
So 1-1 there then on unforced errors.
1-1. Okay.
Side out. They've got a point, and I'm going to serve for us because I started on the right. And Jack, I'm sure the viewers know that if you start on the right, then you're always going to be on the right when your team is 0, 2, 4, 6, an even number. And if you start on the left, you're always going to be on the left on even scores. So that kind of doesn't really compute with some people, but that's something that I can always keep track of with odd and even scores. Just a little tidbit there. So Jack is in action there.
You sure? Well, you were in action too. I mean, you and he were in action. He was like hitting overheads to you, and you're getting him back. He stopped doing that. Can't hit overheads to you. You got that down.
Well, that day I did, I guess. So side out then?
It looks like it's side out.
No score. Okay.
Ooh. You're saying I'm sorry? I'm sorry? That's the second time he lost his paddle. And you did it to him both times too.
Oh, I said, Jack, who's playing that side? And that's a Dave Weinbach saying. I had to quote the Badger on that one. You know, Jack, who's playing this side of the court? So I just had to tease him, and he laughed. And so,
are we going to give you a winner on that?
You know, it shouldn't have been, but it kind of was, I guess, because he was expecting us to hit the ball to Katie, and he was going to try to see if he could intercept that.
Well, you're playing smart. That's smart pickleball.
Well, if you notice, there's a little pattern here, Jack. So our strategy was hit it to Jack and keep him on his side, then attack Katie as much as we could, her side of the court, not Katie herself, but her side of the court. Then Jack comes over to the middle, and then we go behind Jack and repeat, repeat, repeat. That's kind of what I saw a pattern of happening.
Ooh, that's going to have to be a unforced error on Jack. He just hit a serve out of the court.
Okay.
You agree on that?
Yep.
I see Jack always hitting that blue tarp behind you. He's very aware that he doesn't have that much space.
Well, I was trying to hit deep serves and lobs, so, you know.
And there it is again.
Behind him.
Well, see his body weight, Jack's body weight. It's moving towards Katie's side of the court. See, you could see just at that instant, he flinched to his right.
Right.
And that was it. That's all it takes. Because when you're going right and the ball's going left, you're going against your own momentum.
I'm wearing the same shirt that Johan is wearing there. I'm wearing the U.S. Open, the Naples U.S. Open shirt tonight that I wore teaching PE today. So.
Well, here, I just put you on camera so that you can show it off. And also, how about your hat?
Oh, I always wear a visor. And I've got my red Tempest paddle today. So I might even sleep with this thing tonight, Jack.
Oh, yeah? You put it under the pillow, or how do you sleep with your...
Yeah, I'm going to let it just absorb osmosis into my body. So be a lot of fun to sleep with my Tempest paddle tonight. Have great dreams with it.
Now, is that because you're going to be teaching pickleball tomorrow to some kids?
That's right. I got to have all the extra juices flowing when I'm teaching K through 4 grades, basic introductory PE into pickleball into my PE class. So
now I hear that you get more fun out of teaching than you do playing sometimes.
Sometimes that is the case. That is definitely the case sometimes.
And how do you like teaching the kids?
So much fun. I pinch myself every day and say, do I really get paid for this? This is just, most days are just awesome. So
now you got them hitting over the net, underhand, just waiting for the ball and hitting it over. Are they playing games, or are they just kind of getting control of the ball?
They're just still, they're still working on that handshake grip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm on camera or not.
You are.
I'm demonstrating.
You are.
The handshake grip here. And instead of having the grip way down here, I have them move their hand all the way up here so that when they swing low to high, you can see that it's just, that grip is right there to where it's basically an extension of their hand. And they are so much more successful when they do that. At very beginning, this is the paddle, this is your hand. It really has helped. So if anybody out there is trying to help teach before, I recommend choking that grip as far up as you can where the handle is still right there where the neck starts. So it made a difference today in PE class for my.
How about putting fingers behind the paddle like they do in ping pong? Do you,
Like this or whatever.
Yeah.
Some kids do it naturally. Some kids don't. I don't really address it. I just want them choking up, because when they do this, it flops in their hand.
Right.
And when they do this, they can actually, paddle. But if they have their too floppy. So yeah, I've learned that by trial and error this week. Deal to have a choke up grip with the children that I'm teaching.
Okay, well, I still do that. I choke up on the paddle all the way to the top.
Awesome.
And I find myself going up and down the paddle, up and down, up and down. Anyway, let's get back to the game.
Okay.
And who is serving here? Somebody from your side. See, look at him. He's like, okay, this is it. This is it. Okay, I'm back here. He's still having problems with that sheet.
Well, if you're hitting high, deep lob serves, they're going to bounce. He wants to make sure that he knows how far back he can go. And, that's.
And we're going to have to give him a winner for this, right? Look at him. He's poaching right to you. You weren't ready for that.
So what my friend Jarek Rager in Trussville, Alabama is doing, he is in the process of writing an application that will help us take and make these stats into usable information. And I think he would classify that, Jack, as a forced error on me. I think Jack forced my error.
Forced?
So, in Jarek's opinion, a winner is when Jack hits a ball and I really can't get a paddle on it. I really can't, he just hits a clean winner. Whereas if he hits a great shot and it forces an error, I don't think he's really calling that a winner. But we can ask other people what they think as well, because we're just trying to do the best we can on this stuff. But I think that would be a forced error that Jack forced onto me.
So this right here, we're going to say it's a forced error on you. Is that it?
Correct.
And we're going to take away the winner from Jack, or give him a winner and you a forced error?
Yeah, I think a winner is when Jack will hit the ball and I can't get a paddle on it.
You can't get a paddle. Okay, so I'm taking away the winner and giving you a forced error. So do you want to show off the stats that Jared has come up with?
Sure, let's do that.
Since you brought it up,
yeah.
This is the stats for the first game that we analyzed last night.
Okay.
And you can see how deep this goes. The number of rallies, 41. Longest rally, 17. Average rally, 6.56 times across the net.
That is so low for a number of rallies. That's unbelievable.
6.5.
So much more.
Then we move over to the left-hand side. We got shot breakdowns. And, number of shots was 269. So he has to sit there and count them all. 269 out of this game. And you can see, if you're not on a cell phone, but on a big screen, that Jack got 81 shots. He got 81 shots. And who is close? And you got 67. You're the closest to Jack.
Jarek just piped in a little bit to me and said that Jack would be given credit for forcing that error. So
really, so he gets a winner, and you don't get the forced error.
I really can't read exactly what Jarek said beyond just the notification, but I think he just gets credit for forcing the error, and I get the forced error. I get.
We don't have a
gets credit for that.
Yeah, we don't have a column for that.
Okay, he'll explain it later. It's his program. He'll explain it, I'm sure. But isn't that an awesome idea?
This is amazing. And what I found very interesting when I was going through this afternoon is over here, player percentages. winners, forehand, backhand. He's got it all. You know, his forehands, his winners were 100%. Were forehands on Jack's part, 100%.
Wow.
And his forced errors, 100% were his forehand, 6. He had 6 forced errors and 5 winners, and they were all on his forehand.
Gotcha.
Now, of course, unforced errors up here, he had 6, and 83% of them were forehands. So he is forehand heavy, I would have to say.
Yes.
And I think these stats really show how aggressive he plays on the court.
Right. And Jarek did say yes, that's what, when he did the stats, that he would have credited Jack. So somehow it's calculated in there, Jack, and I'm not sure exactly, but Jarek said that he calculated in that, you know, that Jack Oxler would have been given credit for forcing that error. So we'll have to find out exactly where, what column, where is it, you know, how is it done? But you're going to interview him in the future, right, to explain this application?
Absolutely. I think this is really fascinating. I mean, he has put a lot of time and effort in just plotting your games, and also writing this program. It's going to be a mobile app coming to a phone soon, right?
That's right. He said he watches it, what, Jack, at half speed? Is that what he said? And then he
That's right. He watched the game at half speed. I asked him how long it took. He just said he watched it at half speed. So I don't know what that means. It took us 40 minutes to analyze the game yesterday.
Right.
So that's a lot of time.
It's time consuming, but it's very helpful information. Very helpful information.
Well, it's also great to relive it. You know, you just play this on Sunday, and now you're able to go back and see exactly what happened.
Exactly. It's very helpful.
I do it for myself all the time because it's helpful.
He said the upper left 5th gray row down is forced errors.
Say that one more time.
I can't pause you, right? I can't go to my home screen and see what he says, can I?
You probably can. I can't because people would see it.
Okay, let's see what he says here. He says left 5th gray row down is forced errors.
Forced errors right here.
Left 5th gray row down.
Right. Forced errors right here.
Okay. So Jack should have been given credit for that one.
Forced error.
Yeah.
See, I awarded you. You told me to give you.
So he gets the credit.
He gets the credit, but I don't see where he forced the error.
So I'll have to ask him, you know, where does that go for me? I'm not sure.
See, for you, I gave you a forced error. You said give you a forced error.
Yeah.
But I don't see where it is. Well,
it definitely wasn't unforced. That's for sure.
He is credited for forcing the error.
Yeah. 5th gray row, he said. So.
And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th gray row right here on the left. I'm highlighting it right here.
Okay.
So anyway, when we have him on, or I have him on, we'll ask him about this.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay, getting back to the action here. Okay, here we go.
So Jack and I are getting in a dink rally. Then we dink Katie.
Oh, you just put it up.
I put it up, and she brought the hammer down. So that was meant to be I guess a lob off the backhand, and it was a schlob.
That was a schlob. Really, you were thinking that you were going to hit a lob off of that?
Out of the air, yes, Jack. If I can take those balls and hit a lob out of the air, then Jack may or may not be able to get to that and hit an attackable shot. So it wasn't anywhere near lob, but that's what I was thinking that, I think. So
how do we record
unforced error for me, and maybe even Katie gets the winner. I don't know, because it wasn't touched, I don't think, or it was
down at the feet of Johan.
At the feet. So I'm not sure how he would do that, but he'll let us know, I'm sure.
I'll give you unforced error.
Yeah, there was no reason for that schlob.
For the schlob, okay. We should be counting the slobs too, right? Slobs.
That's right.
Lobs.
That's right.
That was a nice serve to Johan's backhand, and that was great. Ooh. Katie's really hitting it from the baseline. You're slowing it down. You're getting into a dink. Oh.
I believe it was.
Johan is calling it out. Oh, yeah. See? It's really hard to see from here because of the lines. There's a blue line on the blue court. Boom. Johan goes, zip. It's out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an unforced error on Jack's part.
That's correct.
Is that right?
I would agree with that.
Look at how he dances from one side of the court to the other side of the court, and how Katie, is
switches like it's
switches
poetry in motion.
That's right. He sees her. He comes over. She moves over. He comes over. She scoots over. And she's in the right place at the right time. I guess Johan kind of got enamored with the dance back there.
Yeah. So, to their credit, it puts us at a position, Jack, where we start watching them. And, to their credit. So, all right. Jarek says, in this version, you don't get an unforced error. Katie would get credit for the winner. The new version would, you would get an attackable ball and Katie would still get the winner. Yeah. So Jarek and I have talked about how we really hope that there will be a section where you can have, a category for attackable balls. So he wouldn't give me the unforced error. He would give me the attackable ball because she was able to attack that. So I agree with that. Does that make sense?
It does, but that was last point.
Yes.
I'm having difficulty remembering the last point. So
I just got the notification from Jack. I just want to bring that up before we went any further. That's what he's thinking when he shows these stats. I'm just kind of relaying what his thoughts are there.
Okay, so do I take away anything from you or give it to somebody else?
Give me an attackable shot and give Katie the winner.
Give Katie the winner. I don't have a section for attackable shot.
We do?
I don't have a section for attackable.
Yeah, he's going to add that, he says.
Okay. So I'm giving Katie the winner.
Yep.
And on this point right here, Johan is hitting it into the net. Would you consider that unforced error?
Here we go. I think Katie kind of gets that ball low enough at the backhand there.
That didn't look like it had any juice on it. It looked like just a pretty benign
shot. He went for too much maybe on that one, possibly.
Yeah, I think that we're going to give him an unforced error.
I think he was going for the feet in between them, and I think that could have been a winner if he would have gotten that over there. So
look at him.
Good idea.
Look at him with his paddle. He's going. Yeah. He punched it too. See, he's going. I punched it. I punched it. I punched it. Keep it closer to you. Let the ball come to you. I think that's what he's talking to himself about. What do you think?
Yeah. So unforced error on Johan.
See, he's coming back here. He's like, "That's no. This is what.
Instead of
keep the paddle close to your body, not reaching out like that. You reach out like that, bad things happen. It goes into the net. What do you think?
I think he's saying don't hit it down. I think he's saying hit it out. Don't hit it straight down, hit it out. But that's just a guess. But that is an unforced error on Johan there.
I gave him an unforced error.
Okay. Good return.
Keeping him back.
Keeping him deep and back, which is what we want to do.
And boom.
And Johan has a beautiful, beautiful put away.
He sure does. That was all angle, too.
All angle.
So they're stacking over on the other side.
He's back as far as he can go, so he knows how far he can just come forward now.
So
and then who hits that?
I believe that went to you.
Looks like it did.
Yep. So yep. Unforced.
Unforced.
You got a broken ball?
Broken ball.
Okay, what were you playing with?
The Franklin outdoor ball, the neon color.
Oh, okay. How do they play for you?
Fantastic. I really like the Franklin ball, Jack. And some people say that it's a good compromise between the Onyx and the Dura, and I would agree with that.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. That was a great deep serve. Let's take a look at this again. Great deep serve. Middle of the court. See, that's Johan set that all up with that deep serve.
Yes.
He came in and then just blasted it to Jack. Jack wasn't ready for it.
Beautiful.
So how are we going to score that?
Well, Johan's throwing his hand up. It didn't tip the net, did it?
I think he's tipping his hand up because he put so much behind it. Oh, yeah, it did hit the net.
Okay. So that's just a courtesy thing. When the ball tips the net, you just kind of throw your hand up and say, kind of like, sorry, not sorry type thing, you know.
So Johan gets a winner on that?
It's hard to say. We didn't give them the winners last night, I don't think, did we?
Okay, we're not going to give him a winner. That was
I don't think
that was a lucky.
Yeah. So we got to be fair here.
And here's Jack. He's getting back to that blue tarp.
Yeah.
Puts his hand on it.
He wants to know how far back can he go, so that all he has to do is know he's got to go forward from there. That's what I do as well.
I don't understand that. Okay, so here he is. He hits the ball.
He returns.
And it looks like he just gives up on the point.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he was thinking there.
And there's another great angle. See, I mean, do you see that in his body language?
Yeah, I did see that.
He hits he's back here. He hits it. Then he's just like, oh, geez, what did I do? Then it comes to him. He switches hands.
Maybe he thought it was going out.
Yeah.
You think he might thought it was going out, maybe?
I guess.
We're keeping him back, and then Johan goes down, and then he pulls Jack over to the middle again, and then it opens up the whole court. So again, the strategy was hit it to Jack, keep him on his side, Katie's side of the court. Jack comes over to the middle, and then go behind Jack. I mean, we never really discussed that exactly to that, but I'm seeing that as a pattern over and over and over again.
And you're happy about that. Look at that. Big smile.
Yep.
Yeah, it's working.
We're able to get Jack out of position there.
Your strategy is working. Your unspoken strategy.
Well, we had a plan, but it wasn't like to the T, like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. But that's what's kind of happening. They're not stacking here. Do you notice it, Jack?
Yep.
But they may switch right here. No, not this time.
Oh, you got to look at that one again. Right between his legs.
Yes, look at that.
You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Johan, he's got some moves. Here, we're going to look at it again. Oh, we can look at it in slow motion. Here, let's go back. Here it comes. Right there, right between his legs. Which forces Jack
switches hands.
switches hands, and he's also, look at how high he gets. He got some air.
Yes.
Off the ground, down at Johan's feet into the net.
Got it a little high
you.
there.
Look at you. Oh
Great
my
shot.
God. We should have won that point.
That was a trick shot there for sure.
Well, he had no choice. It doesn't look like he had any choice. So are we going to give Jack a winner?
I would say give Jack a winner on that.
Okay, we're going to give Jack a winner. That's his first winner, by the way. Okay, so I think Jack is going to serve. Yep. He's going to bounce it a couple of times, get into his rhythm, waiting for the score to be called. This is a third shot drop, which is good. Where's he going? Look at you. Look at you. Oh,
I'm just like, it was so open. I was
God.
like, oh, it was so open.
Oh my God.
And Johan's upset with himself, but boy, it was the right move and it was the right shot. He just missed it. But I was like, oh, that was so wide open. I didn't know Jack was gonna tear off that way, but boy, Johan obviously saw that he was going.
So unforced error on Johan.
But what a great idea. Great idea.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Jack was on his way over to Katie's spot. Katie's court. How's that?
Katie's court.
So do you like this slow motion? Should I speed it up? What do you?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Okay. I'm pushing this thing through every 10 seconds. Okay. Here's a serve. This is your return. Third shot drop in the corner, down at your feet. And here comes Jack flying on his horse again. It's like Peter Pan or something. Ooh. Here I come. Yes. Yay! And I think he actually I think he landed right here with his right foot right there on the line. Gotcha. We can't really see it.
So I'm bracing for a ball hit offensively at me, but it didn't go over the net. So
that's going to have to be a unforced error.
I would think so.
On Jack. He's got a long walk to walk back to the back of the court. Okay, Katie is going to serve. Let's get this thing off the road.
And so, by the way, you see the banner above Katie's head. That's the kind of ball we use, the Franklin X40, I'm thinking.
Okay.
So just so you know that. Okay, so good serve by Katie. Johan returns it to Katie. We're able to get it back to her. And she's coming at Johan again. And here comes Jack.
Look how Katie moves. I mean, this is a dance here. I'm going to hit it. No, I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to get out of your way so you can hit it. And that was he did all that to get a third shot drop.
But I took it out of the air.
Yep, I know.
So.
Now this is coming back with some heat.
Yes.
Johan can handle that. Jack is trying to get a third shot, but you're taking it out of the air again.
This is a long rally here.
Right down the middle of the court. You've taken all of his drop shots out of the air, and that was a beautiful ball that you hit.
Thank you, Jay. I'm trying to keep it. Trying to get to his backhand to keep him over there.
Right.
And then we hit it to Katie's side. She drives it back.
Now you let him take that as a backhand.
I teach that when the ball's coming from that side of the court where Katie is, I really should be over a step guarding the line. Partner has the middle of the court, and that's a great basic tennis about where the ball is coming from decides on where the player should, in my opinion. So really, so now I've taken a step out of his way in the middle. Why did she drop that in the net? Oh, she was driving it. Okay, driving it. All right. She was trying to go down the middle between us. That was a smart move, but it just didn't quite come over the net. Just missed it.
That's Katie's first unforced error.
Okay. I like Jared's program to where we can see, how many shots did Katie, because that kind of puts it all in perspective, doesn't it, Jack?
It certainly does, yes. Okay, let's
side out.
Yes, side out. And look at Katie's got her hand on that blue tarp. Score has been called. Let's see the serve. There's your paddle.
There it is.
It looks like you're stacking too.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Because you didn't serve that. And that's a nice deep return. And there is Jack hitting it hard right in the middle of the court. But you hit it with some heat. Are we going to give him a winner?
Go back one more time, Jack, if you don't mind.
That's the shot.
Yes, winner. I don't even think I touched it.
It doesn't look like it.
So that's a winner. A clean winner, we call it.
A clean winner. That's
winner.
right.
Yep.
And this is going to be your serve. Here it comes. It looks like a nice deep serve. Oh. Looks like Johan just couldn't get his third shot. Went into the net. Going to give him an unforced error. And is that side out?
Looks like that must be side out.
Okay, Katie's going to serve, waiting for the score to be called. Here it comes. Was that out? It was out. You can see it curve. So that's another unforced error on Katie's part. Okay. Katie's tying her shoe. We're waiting. Score is called. And here we go. There. You got it so that you take it off the bounce.
Oh, look how fast Jack is. Oh, he hit a backhand, but he spun around.
Yeah, he spun around before the ball got to the net. That's how fast he is.
Wow.
So we're going to give you a
body in that kind of contortion.
Are we going to give you a winner on that? Will you take a winner?
Not a winner.
No, he put
got a paddle on it.
He put a paddle on it, so that's going to be an error on his part?
I think I forced the error. So I think Jarek would consider that I forced Jack to make the error there.
Okay. Jack gets one forced error.
I know.
Because he was out of position here. Here, let's go back here.
So I think the way Jarek sees it is a little bit different than at first what you and I thought. So I think he's taken that as a positive for me and saying that I forced the error. So I'm not sure how he's doing it about Jack's. Ask him about that.
Well, it looks like Jack kind of mistimed the ball too.
Yeah.
He thought it was going to hit right there, but nope, it's coming a little bit further and
right.
Whoop, because he stopped.
Because he was almost on top of that center line, was he not?
Let's find out where he was.
And so I kind of really pulled him away. His foot.
Oh, there he is. He's in the backcourt, no man's land, center line.
Okay. Then there's in the middle. Then he's getting back. So he's there. Yeah, his foot was almost on the center line there. His right foot.
But you hit the ball. Look at that. You're shaking your head. Yeah, I got him.
I told Johan he cannot cover the whole court. So Jarek says yes. Steph would get credit for forcing the error. Jack doesn't get anything. So that's how we're seeing it differently, and now we can see it the same.
Oh, Steph gets credit for the forcing the error.
Right.
So is that considered a winner?
No, I get the credit for forcing the error.
Yeah, Jack I don't have a column. Nothing. I don't have a column for forcing the error, so he gets nothing. So I'm going to get rid of that forced error on Jack's part.
That's just what he's thinking with those stats that he showed us. That's what he's thinking there.
Okay. Ooh, that was so close to the net. I don't know who hit that, but just right over the net, which forced a high ball. You took it into the air and boom. I think you're celebrating that. That was your ball right there. Yeah.
So show me who. I'm sorry.
You took that from the baseline.
Okay.
I think. I mean, if you want to go back, here we go. See, Katie popped it up.
And I see an attackable ball.
And you're right there. You can see your paddle. You don't see you, but you do see your paddle come in there, right there. That's your paddle.
Gotcha. Okay.
And who's guarding that side of the court? Nope, nobody. And we're going to give you a winner on that because all they were able to do is watch it hit in the court.
That's right. So I saw an attackable ball, and I went for it and just put all my might into that, Jack, and it paid off that time for me.
Okay. Jack's back by the tarp. Nice deep serve. Nice return on his part. And that is nice low. It looks like Johan is the one that's doing all the damage here.
Yes. Katie gets a forehand volley on it.
Right in no man's land. That's going to be a drop shot. So you guys can move in. You neutralize them. Very good. And there is it going into the court. Ooh. All Jack can do is watch it.
That one was in, right, Jack? That one was in.
That was way in.
So that's what Johan was trying to do the last time.
See right here.
Time it worked. Yep.
Boom.
Good idea. Get Jack to come over to the middle, then go behind him.
Oh, that is going to be a winner on Johan's part.
That was our strategy for sure.
And there you're clicking paddles. So can you talk a little bit about your brace? Is that a patella brace on your knee?
I guess that's what it would be called. I had a knee scope 2 Junes ago. I had meniscus repaired and a lot of arthritis scrubbed away, and so it just gives me support to where I know that my knee's not going to buckle. It's not going to give on me with that brace, that little strap. It just really seems to help me. So,
but you only have it on the one leg and not the other, or the one knee, not the other.
Right, just the one. Yeah, I did not have the other one operated on.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. I'm in the knee braces right now.
Never had any sports injuries my whole life. Didn't even realize I had knees until I started playing pickleball, and I'm like, "Ooh, what are these things called knees? Wow, ouch!"
Oh, you're a pretty young person to have arthritis in your knees. I mean, how does that happen? That genetics?
Years and years and years of wear and tear on the tennis court.
Oh,
Concrete.
so you got to play. So you got to play smarter.
Yes, and and not as much quality over quantity.
Okay, here comes the serve. That's kind of mid court. I think that's coming back to you. Yep. Nice third shot over to Jack. Middle of the court in your backhand. So he's hitting it to your backhand. You're hitting it to his backhand. You're up to the non-volley zone.
That's attackable.
And
Johan gets caught off guard, bless his heart.
I don't know if he got caught off guard. It just came with so much pace that he couldn't handle it. Because he's ready. But and look at where he put it.
Yeah.
Right? The chicken wing shot.
I got it attackable. So under the new program, Jarek would give me an attackable ball, and I'm not sure if he would give Jack what he would give Jack on that.
Well, he wouldn't get a winner because Johan touched it. So
forced error. Jack would probably get the forced error credit then, and Johan would get nothing but a sitting duck award.
We got to have a column for sitting duck. A sitting duck column. I don't have a column for Jack creating an unforced error. Yeah, for Johan's forced error. So we're just gonna have to let that one slide and wait for the program to come out. Do you know what the name of the program is going to be? Does he have a name for it?
I don't. Okay. But I think it's a great idea. Great idea.
Attackable for Steph, forced error for Jack.
Yes.
Forced error.
There it is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there it is. So you guys are on the same page.
Makes sense. Yep. I understand his terminology. Yep. Works great.
So it'd be great if we do kind of a show like this so that people get on the same page. They start to record the shots the way he sees it. Everybody gets on the same page.
And he's going to call it PickleballStat.
PickleballStat. Okay.
Yeah. Great name. That's wonderful. So PickleballStat.
And that was an attackable ball.
Big time.
A slob. Is that a slob?
Looks like it. I was thinking about going over Katie, but it didn't go over. Plus, I don't usually lob from the baseline. For one.
So you don't think that?
Try it.
You don't think you did that?
No, I don't know why I did that. I did it. I don't know why.
Really, I don't see your paddle. I think Johan did. Johan did that.
I don't know. I remember.
That's a green paddle. You're not playing with a green paddle. Look, see?
Really?
We're going to back it up. There. See right here over on the left-hand side of the screen?
Yeah.
That's the green paddle, and that's Johan's foot and his shorts.
Okay.
And that's coming right to him because you can't move that fast. And he popped it up.
Well, he also got Katie hit the ball in an offensive way at him, and so he's trying to defend that slam that Katie hit at him. So he popped one up a little bit there.
So does Jack get a winner since nobody touched it?
If nobody touched it, of course, yes.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched that.
Okay.
I bet before you had your knee surgery, you could move over into that court really quick.
No, quickness has never been my strong suit, Jack.
What's your strong suit?
Lobs. You just haven't seen them yet. Yeah.
You got the
It,
slobs
it
and the lobs.
it worked like clockwork the day before in women's doubles, but it's hard to lob a fast Superman type player like Jack that can fly all over the court. It's really hard because they're not slowing it down to, give me a chance to really either. So can't lob off of drives.
And that looks like it was a good hard serve that Johan just could not handle. That's an unforced error. With all his years playing tennis, he's got to get those back.
And again, this is his first real tournament outside of Memphis or outside of Nashville. So
Okay.
it's quality competition, deep, thick in both brackets, both days. So, this is his real first of true deep competition.
Now that was a great serve on Katie's part. Nice, deep, hard, with a little side spin. You handle that really well. And look at Katie. Look how she's
in the curtain.
like,
She's
okay,
in the curtain.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just going to get back here. Okay. I'm just.
She was in the curtain, Jack.
She was in the curtain.
I thought I was going to give him a around the post, but not quite. Uh-oh.
And you are giving it back. Okay, okay.
I'm a dead duck there.
It's like, okay, you can have the point. You can have the point. You can, okay, okay. Just don't hit the knee. Anything but the knee. There. You can you can defend yourself pretty well with that paddle.
I won more back than I thought I would, honestly, but that's okay.
That's middle of the court. Didn't have much on it.
She steps and rips it, and I think that's got to be unforced because Johan's return wasn't.
It was mid-court.
So deep that it should have caused her to make the error. I don't think.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think so.
Would you agree with that, Jack?
I agree with that. Yes. Okay, here we go. The Jack has a real small service stroke.
Yes,
is that
very
something
compact.
Is that something you would teach? Would you teach him differently? Yes.
No, I like the compact backswing like that. That is
and he's
very something you want to strive for. Not a big looping backswing like I have of 30 years of tennis behind me. That's hard to undo. But a nice compact backswing like that is much more desirable.
And he's a dropper too.
Yes, he's a dropper.
He's a dropper. He just drops the ball, and he hits with a peg leg. His legs are straight, both of them. No bend to him at all. Does he move his hips? Kind of, not much. Not much.
A little bit of torque there, yeah.
It looks like it's all in his arm. So that's a good third shot drop from Jack, and you're getting it right to Katie right away. And Jack is standing back. I wonder why he didn't move up.
Not sure.
See, when you hit it to Katie, he's still way out of position. He's not moving up at all.
Every now and then he would do that type of strategy, and I wasn't really exactly sure what he was doing on that, unless he was just wanting me to give him balls that he could hit hard. I'm not sure. Brought him out wide. He has a backhand, a nice backhand. I take it out of the air.
Well, I know he had a real chance to go around the post, but didn't decide to do that. And you're causing him all kinds of grief. What's he going to, round the post? Round, nope, nope. And Johan puts it away.
Winner for Johan.
Well, Katie hit it.
So Jarek says that he's baiting me for me to look to hit it deep so that he can take it out of the air. And yeah, I would agree with that. That's why he's not coming in, Jack. He's baiting me to keep him deep.
Okay.
So that he can then sneak in there and take that ball out of the air. I think that's a great point by Jarek.
Are we giving Johan a winner? Although Katie got okay.
Maybe it barely touched her paddle, but he gets the credit for the winner on that one for sure.
You hit her edge guard.
Okay.
And what is Jack talking about here?
Not sure.
He pulled his cap up.
We didn't have any disagreements the whole match, so I'm not really sure what it is. Are they asking the score to find out what? Because somebody told me, Jarek told me that at one point they're in the wrong position, but I'm not sure if it's this game or game 3.
I think he said it was game 3.
Okay. So then maybe they were asking the score. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's right into Katie's backhand, and she wasn't ready. It just doesn't look like she was ready to get the shot.
Okay.
If we back it up a little bit here, see, she's just kind of like hanging out, and it's my backhand. 2 hands, her body weight. She just doesn't move her feet either. Her feet are planted, and it's like, It's going to have to be an unforced error on Katie. She needs to move her feet. And look at when she starts to prepare for this ball. It's like right before it bounces, she has no time.
Gotcha.
Wasn't ready.
We teach early preparation for sure. You know, if she could do it all over again, I'm sure she would have that paddle back and ready for that backhand. So all she has to do is swing from low to high and not have to do all the turning and preparing. She'd already had that done. That's what we strive to do when we're teaching people how to return. Early preparation.
And it looks like Johan is hitting this serve, and that's nice, low over the net, almost clear, a little bit out of the non-volley zone, but it's low. Mid-court. Oh, that's the first time I've seen Johan take a ball away from you. That was his forehand.
I would like for him to do that. Take that forehand instead of me hitting a backhand. I like that.
And you guys are in a battle right now.
Oh, Johan was trying to go behind Jack there, it looked like.
Yeah, he was. But Jack was ready. Jack, he's good placement.
It would have been a good shot. It was a great idea.
So how are we going to score this here?
I almost think it's an unforced error, unfortunately, for Johan, because he doesn't have to go for that much on that shot.
Okay, unforced error on Johan.
We'll see if Jarek agrees with that.
Johan is leading the pack with unforced errors.
He'll get those fine-tuned, but again, this is his first real tournament. When I say real, I just mean deep with competition.
That was one of your
unforced error on Johan. Okay.
And that looks like it's out. That looks like
I should say it's his toughest tournament, not his first real tournament, but because he's been to some good tournaments that I respect. Just the toughest tournament so far. So he'll get that under control, but joy to play with, I'll tell you.
It doesn't look like he hogs the ball. It looks like he gives you your space.
Yeah. We don't want him to get pulled out of position to where he's on my side of the court so far that he can't get back.
Right. So. And that was a look at deep, high ball, and Jack has to come down on it because he can't take a big backswing. Or look at how Katie hits this ball. It's almost like, I don't know, her paddle.
Slice.
Head.
She's kind of slicing it a little bit.
Is that how it is?
Chopping it. Slap volley.
Yeah, slap volley. Nice third shot. Or I don't know if that's third, but nice drop shot. Look how Johan bends his knees. This is great form. Look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
And you can just see how balanced he is. His left arm is out there to hold him. His knees are bent. He's right down there. He's taking the ball as it's dropping down. So he has nice control. And where's it going? Ooh. You're ready for it? Back over to Katie. And she's just going to hit it hard. Like, she's like in the no dink zone over there. Wham!
Is it in?
Oh, no. Nope. I don't know. Is it in? When you do that, do you say?
If the palm is down and my hand's flat out, it means it was in. But I can't see what I'm doing there.
Well, we can't see it because the cord is cut off.
Well, who served that one? Do we know?
I think that was in. So we're gonna have to give Katie a winner.
Yeah, Katie gets the winner on that.
Okay, so that was good. No, she was not in the non-volley zone, and she hit a winner.
Yep. Great shot by Katie.
Nice deep serve by Katie. Nice deep return. Look how you forced him back. Oh, he almost sat down next to the American flag. And that, again, is nice and deep. And you take your forehand, forcing Jack back to Johan. He's going to let it drop. So you guys are keeping him back. And that's a nice angle. Nice angle. Yes. That's going to be a winner.
Winner for Johan.
Johan has got it going on here.
He's turning 50 this year as well, Jack, as well as I am. So I'm really hoping to play several tournaments with him.
He's high octane. He's got one more unforced error to his winners. So it looks like everything is going through Johan right this game.
It's great. He's playing great. To be as inexperienced in high-level pickleball as he is, it's outstanding how he performs. Outstanding.
I don't know what Jack was trying to do. It looked like he was trying to do a third shot because his body weight is moving backwards. See how he's moving back and he's pushing his, but that just goes right to you.
Able to take it out of the air.
He's trying to slow it down to Johan, and Johan's like, whoop, I'm just going to push it over. Oh, no. You know, Katie really didn't have a choice. She has to hit it down the line to you.
because she might hit Jack.
Well,
if she goes
she
close
would hit
court.
Jack. That whole half of the court is not available to her.
That may have been out, but I can't tell for sure. You think it was out, or who's?
Oh, I think that one was definitely out.
Okay.
Of course, I was so sure the other one was definitely out too.
That would, if that's out, that would be an unforced error on Katie, I believe, right?
Yep, that's how I was going to score, and it looks like you're serving. Somebody's serving.
Side out. Okay.
That was a nice deep serve. Comes back mid-court, and Johan looks like he served it. That was a great shot right there. Took her out of position. Look how Jack stretches with his paddle. Trying to take some time away from it.
That's right.
And is he throwing a little? I bet she's throwing some wrist in there. Yep, I see a little wrist in there. That's unforced error.
And it was definitely an attackable ball. He just tried to, maybe he might have gone for too much on that one. Maybe he probably saw the open court that, and it just a little bit out there.
Well, I think he's trying to take time away from you, so he wants to push it back as quickly as possible. But that comes with consequence. You got to let that ball drop down a bit so you have control. If you don't, you have no control. Okay.
So timeout?
Yeah, there was a timeout on their part. And I'm trying to get still timeout. Still timeout. Okay. Okay, I think Johan is still serving. Here we got the serve being called. Jack is back by the tarp. And look, he's back there, way back there by the tarp. That's a great shot into the corner. Hits it to you. That's a third shot. Katie's taking it off the air. Clips the tape. And that was a great ball by Johan. And there it is. Who's home? That's a winner.
Sure is. Great shot by Johan.
I was wondering about your fashion statement here during the tournament. Can you talk about your fashion statement? What are you wearing?
Pickleball Rocks just came out with some racerback tank tops type shirts, and I really like those. And I don't have a purple one until they came out with that one. So I'm the national sales director for Pickleball Rocks for the club wear. So if a club wants to have matching shirts and to have shirts that have their club logo on there, they can come through me, and I can get them all taken care of through Pickleball Rocks. So I'm happy to support and wear their gear as well.
And how about the skirt? Does that come from Pickleball Rocks as well?
It does not. I've had it for years and years. I'm just going to wear it until I wear it completely out, I guess, Jack.
How do you wear out a skirt?
I'm not sure you can.
Yeah, I just wonder. You just get tired of it, and you give it another owner.
Yeah.
It will be in the Pickleball Hall of Fame. How's that?
That's right. Pickleball Hall of Fame. Which I have to add, it was a lot of fun to go to that first induction, by the way, at Nationals. That was really a special night that was headed up by Seymour Rifkin. He did an unbelievable job, along with David Jordan from the USAPA and a host of others.
Score has been called. Katie's got her hand on the blue tarp. And I wonder why she does that. That hop step like that on her
just kind
forehand.
of helps her explode up into the ball, maybe.
I think as soon as you lose power when you come off your feet.
True. She wants to kind of jump into the ball. It's just kind of her style.
I don't know. Maybe she's trying to imitate Jack a little bit.
Maybe.
And there's your lob. There it is.
And I think that one's out.
He's not playing it like it's out. And now you get it over to Katie. Gets into her backhand. That's a nice get on her part. Johan is not going to let her get off the hook. She's going to try to take it down the line. Bam!
Left it a little bit too open there.
That was a great shot. I mean, she's got some skills to pull this off. She's off balanced, off her back foot, and she just put everything she had into it.
Great shot.
And that's a winner. Winner for Katie. Oh, look at Johan's clapping. You're scratching your head. And I think this is your serve. Nice and deep. Look at that. You're making him get as far back into that blue tarp as possible. He's moving his feet up. It's into Johan's, probably his backhand. I guess that was in. And who's minding the store over on that side? That.
Who's got that side, Jack? he gets that one out of the air, though. It was a great attackable shot that he hit.
I know. Look at he tried to switch hands. It's like, boom, I got it. I mean, if you do that, you got to put it away. It can't come back.
That's right. If you get that much out of position, you're going to have to put that ball away. But it was a good risk. You know, it was a risk he took for sure to try to force something to happen.
So what? I guess Johan, he wanted to slap your hands, give you a high five. You're not a high fiver, huh?
Yeah, I like to give high fives. Maybe he tried to give me a fist bump, and I probably gave him a high five or something. Maybe I'm not sure.
Oh wait! How do we score that? I've got so enamored. That's a winner on your part.
I'd say that's a winner.
That's a winner. Okay, I forgot what I was doing here. Keep score. Okay, this is you're up against the tarp. Look at she has no. Look at that. She's just holding her breath.
Yeah.
Mid-court and doesn't have any pace to it at all. And that's coming back with a lot of pace. That's a drop shot into the corner. That's beautiful, beautiful. Again, Jack is trying to do something because he's a little out of position.
Right.
So how are we going to score that? That's going to have to be a forced error, huh?
Yes. Johan gets the credit for forcing the error.
So and that's it. You guys won that game. If you want, we can pull up the stats of that game.
Sure.
Ooh, can we pull up the stats? I just have the first game here
I
on the
think he
Google
sent
Docs.
games 2 and 3, didn't he? Didn't he, Jack? He sent
He
in the.
did, but I think I just have access to the first one. I don't think I downloaded the second one. I
Okay.
should. Edited today. Yeah, page 1 of 1.
Okay.
It'd take me too much time to find. Shared with me. Wait a minute here. Shared with me. MoKan. Here we are.
It's in the shared folder, he said.
Here it is. Game 2 right here.
Okay.
And we're going to fit to width. So this is how
Jarek.
Jarek. This is how
Yep.
Jarek
There we go.
scored it. So I have you with 3 winners. Where are the winners here? Right here, winners. Stephanie, right here. Winners. 3 winners. Look at that.
Bingo.
We agree on that. Forced errors. I have you with 1.
Okay.
He has you with 0. And with unforced errors, he's got you with 2. I guess it's not just me, we have you with 3.
Okay. That might be that attackable, unforced error type situation that we're working out. We're working through this.
Johan, he has 7 unforced errors. We have given him 6.
Okay.
For winners, he has given him 8.
Wow.
We gave him 4. That's a big jump there, 4 to 8. Jack, where's Jack? Jack's right here. Unforced errors. We have given him 5. And Jarek has given him 6. Winners, 4. We gave him 3. And forced errors, 2. And we gave him 1. And Katie, winner, 2. We gave her 3 winners. Unforced errors, we're right on the money on unforced errors. We gave her 6 and he gave her 6. And he gave her a forced error and we didn't give her a forced error.
So this is forced errors team-wise are we looking at here, Jack?
Team-wise, forced errors. What have we got here? Forced errors.
Mostly unforced, really.
Well, he's adding these up this way. So all forced errors, 21 unforced errors, and that's between everybody.
Okay. Team-wise, how does he break it down as far as how many unforced errors did they make as a team and how many did we make?
Well, I think we just have to add them up here. So Jack and Katie, they got 12 unforced errors, and you guys had 9.
Okay.
12 to 9. Winners, 6 winners, and you guys had 11. So that's where you guys really shined. You reduced your unforced errors, and you had more winners.
Gotcha. And we won that game.
And in terms of forced errors, they had 3, and you guys had 1. So, gotcha. Yeah, you had a lot more winners to unforced errors. They had a lot of unforced errors and not very many winners. So that's how that has shaken up. And percentages. Okay, so looks like the subtotal from Jarek is going to be added over here so that we can see that number.
Got it.
So there it is. And I guess if people want to review these stats, I don't know if Jarek will make them publicly available. We'll find out. And if he does, then you guys can go over and really see all this great work. You know, number of rallies that you had that game, 42. Longest rally was 21 strokes. Average rally 6.88, which was very similar to game one. That's very interesting. But over here, third shot, there were 4 errors on third shots. The first game, 0. There were 0, but there was 1 winner and 4 errors, and 2 errors on the serve. That's kind of an interesting stat.
It really is.
And there's a lot more to it than we have time to go through right now. So I guess we're going to call it a night. There we go. You're going to take us out bouncing. Thanks so much.
Enjoyed it, Jack. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay, bye.